Okay, so far we discussed Active Directory, DNS, and then DSCP, and then basic what is a firewall, and then how to validate whether any port is getting blocked or not, and then the basic DSCP operation, right? So
Yes.
far, is there is any doubt you have in your mind, we can discuss. Otherwise, we can just discuss about Citrix architecture once again, and then we will proceed for a delivery controller installation as part of the Citrix infra. So Citrix delivery controller we need to build as a first component.
So
Subrata, yeah.
that uh, port checking, na that one you can tell me again.
Okay, so for example, so how you need to verify the port? So you need to consider two things. So one is source and destination. For example, I told you right. So there is two type of rules will be there firewall. One is inbound and then outbound. So
Mm.
inbound is something is you are going to receive. So yourself you need to consider as a source. So something
Mm.
you are going to receive. So it means incoming. Suppose if you are
Okay.
going to send something to others, so that is outbound. For example, what is inbound rule means now you are clear, right? You are going to receive
Yeah,
something
yeah.
from others. So
Others.
others you need to consider as a destination. Sorry, source. Who is
Okay.
receiving that person as a destination.
Mm. Okay.
So now you are going to send something from this DC1 server to DC2. Here, who is the source and who is the destination?
DC
DC2 is the,
one
Yeah.
is host.
Uh,
DC2 is the destination.
okay. Now, suppose if you are going to send something to DC2, then this is you need to check from source like telnet, just command prompt. But in this machine, I did not open that feature. But let me tell you, you just open the command prompt in admin mode in source,
Okay.
and then you need to type telnet and then destination IP address, for example, something like that. So
Okay.
which
DC2 IP address like
correct,
that.
correct, 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 exactly. So you need to specify for each and every communication will happen in the separate channel. So separate channel is nothing but
Okay.
like port. So RDP
Mm.
communication will happen 3389, right? So ICA
Mm.
communication will happen 1494. So session reliability will happen 2498. So like that, so the particular which channel you want to verify whether it's blocked or allowed. So you need to mention telnet and then destination IP address and then port number.
Port number.
But you need
Okay.
to execute this command from your source
Mm.
because you are going to send something. You are
Mm.
triggering something from this machine.
Yeah.
So you need to verify from here, from this machine to that machine, whether the particular port is opened or not, the particular channel for the communication.
Mm.
So, brother, do you have any doubt on this? No, right?
no, no, no.
Okay, fine.
Just
Mm.
that,
Uh,
just that from the source, we'll open the source machine and we'll telnet and we'll provide the destination IP, then the port number,
yeah,
right?
relevant port
Okay.
number for which
Yes,
purpose
yes,
you are checking. For example, RDP
yes,
if you want to check, put
yes, yes.
3389. If you are checking for ICA port communication, just put 1494. So it depends on your troubleshooting, what kind of communication it's getting blocked. So the relevant communication port number you need to put and you need to verify whether it's allowed or not. So clear, right?
Okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now
So
clear.
yeah. So this is architecture of Citrix infra, right? So first we are going to install the delivery controller. So already we discussed. So what is the use of each and every component?
Yes.
So
Okay.
generally I'm telling you again. So director, to monitor the complete infrastructure. So how many users connected? So how many machines are registered? So what is the current utilization for some machines? So infrastructure, hypervisor status also you can see on the director. So it's kind of monitoring purpose. So you can monitor entire your Citrix site data in the director. Okay, then Studio.
Mm.
So Studio you will use to manage the delivery controller. So manage in the sense to create the machine catalog, create the delivery group, adding the machine, assigning the application to the end user, publishing the application, and then adding the host. So all the Citrix site related administrative tasks you need to do via from Studio. So now you got the difference between director and then studio, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, then license server. So Citrix license server will assign the license to the end user when the ICA file is getting launched finally as part of the launching process. Finally, the ICA file will get launched at the time of launching the application or desktop. The Citrix license server will provide the license. So in Citrix license, we have three types. So user-based license, device-based license, and then concurrent license. So we'll discuss what is a device-based license and what is user-based license and what is concurrent license. That we will discuss. Okay. Now controller, so as part of Citrix side for the high availability purpose, how many controller we need to have minimum?
Two,
Okay.
Two.
Yeah. So why we need to have two controller?
for dependency, high dependency.
Yeah, suppose one controller goes down, so other
That high
controller,
availability.
yeah, will take over the operations. Okay, then database server. So why we need to have the database server in Citrix Infra? To save the site information. So site information is nothing but like machine catalog details, delivery group details, machine account details, application details, and hosting details. So everything will be saved under database. So when you are installing the Citrix component, when you are creating the Citrix site, so we need to create three database. So one is site, so another one is monitoring, and then logging. So
Logs.
Logging.
yeah, so you know the difference between three database why we need to have. So in site database, what kind of information will be stored?
The what is that? The resource locations and everything.
Yeah,
Uh,
resource location will comes under zone, but
okay.
generally you need to tell machine catalog detail, delivery group
Mention that.
detail,
Uh,
application details, and how many machines you added, and hosting details, and zone and resource location. Everything will be captured under site database, which is static information. It's not dynamic information kind of things.
yeah,
So in
static mention.
monitoring only, it will store the dynamic information. So dynamic information is nothing but like how many users right now connected, so how many sessions got disconnected, so this will keep changing every time. For
Yes.
now you can see 50 user connected, so after 1 hour you can see 100 user connected, so that is depends on the your business hours. So session disconnection and session active sessions count will get increase and decrease. So this is not static information, it's a dynamic information.
Dynamic.
So then one more DB is
L-
logging. So
Log.
logging, so all the administrative tasks, whatever the changes has made by administrator in the studio console. So each and every changes will be captured as a log under logging console in the studio. So those information will be saved in a logging database. So depends on the license, it will keep your data for like a 1 year or 6 months in your DB. So those information you can get retrieved from director console. It's clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So then storefront. So what storefront will do? So it will authenticate the end user credential details, and then it will enumerate the resource to the end user. So it will be deployed in the internal network, not in the external network or in the DMZ zone. So and then hypervisor, you know why we need to use hypervisor. If we want to have your VDA should be power managed, then you need to have hypervisor connection into your delivery controller. This is one thing. And then if you want to create MCS provisioning method for your VDA creation, then you need to have the hypervisor. So hypervisor, you can have any one of the hypervisor which is available in the market. The first one is VMware EXS server, and then Zen server, Hyper-V, and then Nutanix. These are on premises. So cloud, AWS, and then Azure, and then Google Cloud. So you can have any one of this cloud based on your requirement. So this is clear, right? Why we need to have hypervisor in
Yes.
Citrix environment. To have the
Yes.
power management and then to create MCS based machine catalog, you need to have hypervisor connection should be added with delivery controller. So up to this you are clear, right?
Erased, right.
So apart from this
Yes.
component, what component we need to have? Domain controller that we already discussed. Okay, domain controller ADCS. So that is additional features. So if you are going to like a secure entire Citrix server communication, so which component we need to use generally? Suppose in internet, if you want to secure the communication, which tool you need to use generally? I'm asking.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
No,
Uh,
so how you are believing that when you are sending some information over the internet, so how you are believing that information should be secured?
HTTPS?
Yes. So that is for secure communication. So if we want to make a HTTPS communication, so which one is the important you need to consider here?
Here it will be the Netscaler
No, no,
firewall.
Netscaler is a firewall tool. To
Okay.
make the secure communication, which component you need to use so that it will allow you to make a communication as secure? SSL certificate, right? Without SSL
Ah,
certificate,
certificate.
you can't make a secure communication.
Okay, okay.
So for that, we need to use for internal secure communication, we need to use ADCS role in Windows. Okay, Active Directory Certificate Service. ADCS, Active Directory Certificate Service. By using the service, you can create a certificate and then you can bind in delivery controller, storefront, and then internal server communication. You can use it. It will be secure. So
So in
secure, yeah,
so in every places we have to install the
correct,
SSL certificate, or
correct.
is it only one?
In every place. For example, that is based on the server role. For example, delivery control also the communication is happening via 80 and then a 443 port number, which is nothing but XML broker. If we want to decrypt those communication, when the communication is happening between delivery controller and then storefront, if we want to make it secure communication, then you need to use a certificate in the both the server. That I will discuss how to secure the communication in between delivery controller and then storefront, and then from Netscaler to storefront, that we will discuss. But
Okay, okay.
Mm,
just I am giving some outline. So what are the additional components we may need to use? So then it will come DNS, DSCP, ADCS. Okay. So now coming to Netscaler. So why we need to use Netscaler here? The Netscaler should be deployed in the DMZ zone, so it won't have direct communication with the internal server. So we have two firewall in between Netscaler and the internal server, and then a Netscaler and then external device like a user device. So two firewall. So this location called DMZ zone.
DMC
Zone.
zone.
Yeah,
So
because both the
from
side it should have firewall.
from
Oh,
user devices to Netscaler gateway.
Correct.
Okay.
This is also secure communication. Okay. Now, for this diagram, you are clear, right? Why we need to have this kind of components in this diagram.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
yes.
So now we'll move to delivery controller installation. So I have two server. So we are going to configure Citrix delivery controller role on this server. As part of this installation, I am going to install SQL server and then license server in the DC1. So we need to install first license server and then SQL server, then delivery controller. So I'm going to put license server, SQL DB server, and then delivery controller role in the same server. Clear, right? If you want to
Yeah.
have, if you want to install separately license server, SQL server in other server, you can install it. But in real time scenario, for the high availability purpose, and then because in the core component server should not have more than one roles. Why? Because if the server goes down, other roles also will get affected.
Hmm.
Because DB server is a more important. Okay, so if you keep DB server and then delivery controller role in the same server, if anything goes wrong with the server, then both the role got affected. So
Yes.
that's why you need to have a dedicated server for each and every role. But since it's a test environment, I am going with a license server, SQL server on the same server, because if I install separate server, it will take more time for us.
Okay.
So as part of this deployment, I am going to install license server, SQL server, and then delivery control role on the same server. So how
Mm,
many database server we need? We need only one. So in second server, I will install only delivery controller role, but in first server only I will install SQL
yeah,
license server,
license server.
delivery control. So there is no doubt, right, for this
First
installation?
server also delivery controller.
Correct, because we need two delivery controller, right?
High availability.
Because
Okay.
we need one database, one license server. So I'm going to install three role on the first server, one role on the second
Roll
server.
on second server.
Clear?
Clear, clear.
Okay. So now I need to mount the ISO file. This is my hypervisor. I'm going to mount the ISO file. Okay, which version you want to see? 2402 or 2407? Subrata.
Uh, uh, make it 2407.
But this is latest, right? But you need to see the, because if I go with 2407, so what it
Uh,
will happen? So you can't see the upgrade, how the upgrade is happening, because Citrix yet to release the 2411. Not sure how long they will take. Maybe end of this year they will release. In this case,
okay,
if I go with 2402 only, and then I can go for the 2407 upgrade. Better we can go with 2402
okay, okay, fine.
because you need to see the upgrade also, right?
Okay,
If I go with 2407 and then I don't have a option to upgrade it.
okay, okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm using 2402 now. So now it's added. Now go to this machine. So let me change it once again. Today we'll see only the delivery controller installation. Tomorrow we'll see storefront. We'll go one by one. No need
Sure.
to
Mm.
go very fast, otherwise you will get confused. Also, I'm requesting you all to go through the video once again so that you will get cleared, because in 1 hour you can't understand whatever we are discussing. But better you can revisit those videos which I shared with you. If you have any doubt, just make a note of it, and then you can ask me. We will discuss in the call.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I'll like any issues I found in the office, then I'll just post it in the WhatsApp
Yeah,
group
yeah,
so
we
that
can discuss.
yeah,
Yeah, we can
yeah.
discuss.
So that's why I'm posting so that in the maybe Raja Lakshmi will find help
Ah,
in the
no, no. I
future.
actually in that
Yeah.
group, she is not part
I'm
of that
not
group.
there.
Yeah, actually, I'm
Oh,
not a admin, so I can't add it. So this guy only need to add.
oh, okay, 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 okay. Then I'll tell Ragul to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday I got two issues, right? So that regarding the UPM path. So that is, I thought like then I'll discuss in the class. You said something mounting.
Correct, correct. I will tell you
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, okay.
Why is not a mountain? So while installing this one, you can ask me. We will discuss any doubt. We can discuss. Anyway, it will take time to install, right? So just ask
Okay.
some doubt. We will discuss while getting installed these components. So I'm going to select delivery controller. So also parallelly you can start installing in secondary server as well.
Both server delivery controller
Yeah,
install.
both the server will have delivery controller, but first server will have additional component like license server and then SQL server.
SQL server.
And Shiva said that VDI and VDA, is it the terms are both same or different? VDI and VDA.
See, what is the difference between VDI and then VDA? So VDA is the software
Okay.
which you are installing in the machines. So Okay, that is a agent software called VDA. So VDA is end user perspective who is connecting to their machines. You are
Dedicated
yeah,
videos.
dedicated or random or whatever, but
Hmm.
that is called VDA.
Okay.
So this is second server. So I am going to uncheck director role and then license server. So these three components we need to install as part of the delivery controller deployment. Web Studio, Studio. So I am selecting only these three role in the secondary server. You can see right now I'm in secondary server. So I am selecting delivery controller, Web Studio, Studio. So Web
Okay.
Studio is nothing but you can manage the Citrix site over the browser.
Browsers.
This is native console.
Mm.
So only three components. Just click next. By default, the local server will be added for this configuration. Click next. So it will ask you whether you want to install the SQL server. No, we are going to install it on the primary server. Correct? So just
Yeah.
uncheck this one. So this is the port number for Web Studio 443 for delivery controller communication 8089 443. So 89, you know what is the use of 89? This is for hypervisor communication.
Hypervisor
Can
communication.
you check
Okay.
it once? I think 889 is the hypervisor communication. We can check that one. This and all for VDA communication and then storefront communication. By
So
default, in
this is
HTTPS 443 and secure communication is 80. Yeah, tell me.
this won't change, na? This will
Yes.
be the
Yeah, if you
same
want to
for every.
change it, you need to create the rule in the firewall. So for
Okay.
now, we are going with automatic.
In company also, it's the same one.
Correct, correct. For
8089.
infra server,
Okay.
they will go with automatic only.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to install the role. You can see what are the core components will get installed as part of this installation. Delivery controller, Web Studio, and then Studio.
Studio.
This is the prerequisite for these three roles. .NET Framework, Visual Studio, localhost cache. You know what is a localhost cache? We'll discuss. If you don't know, just leave it. We'll discuss. So this IAS and then this role and all as part of the Web Studio. It's these three prerequisite is needed. Okay, these three for Web Studio.
Local host na mini database, right?
Correct, correct. We will discuss. We'll discuss later.
Okay.
Okay, once we configure the site, we will discuss.
Okay.
So it will start installation. So now go to primary server. So in primary server, what are the roles we are going to install? Tell me. So all this role. So except director,
Yeah, director is installed.
we are going to install in separate server. Leave the director part. Okay, delivery controller, web studio, license server, studio. Click next. So and then by default, the local server will be added for this configuration. And then we need to install or we need to exclude.
Install Microsoft SQL. I think one database server we need, right?
Yes. So I
Yes.
need to install it. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So this is the
Because
port number. So you can
yeah,
see in other server we got only these two options. Why we got one more option here?
because we added the database server.
No, no, license server.
Sorry, license server. Yeah.
So these
Sorry.
are the license server port number. This is 7279 for vendor daemon port. Okay, this is 27000 for license server communication from license server to delivery controller. This is for management console. So what is vendor daemon port number means? So via this port only the license allocation deallocation will happen. Okay,
Okay.
license allocation and deallocation. You are not getting what is allocation deallocation.
Um,
See, allocation deallocation is generic term, right? If
yeah,
something
generic.
you are providing to someone, it's
It's
allocation.
allocated.
Again, if you are getting back that one, it's a deallocation, right?
Deallocation.
So
Yeah.
that will happen via 7279 port number.
Give and take.
Yes,
Give and take.
Vendor daemon.
vendor daemon port. Okay, so it will take some more time to get installed. So this time we can discuss. So if you have any ask, you can ask me, we will discuss now. Anyway, it will take some time to install it, right?
Okay, yeah, Siva, so generally, if any issue comes, like any like MIB or something, like a technical call is going on, like suddenly if they ask us, like, what is the, if people doesn't know, like where to find it exactly, like if we are, what is the port number for this, what is, so
See,
quickly,
for
yeah.
example, I will tell you one thing.
Mhm.
If it is purely application related things, you can ask the end user, may I know what kind of port you are using for the communication. But generally for Citrix related port number, you should not ask with the user. Then why you are sitting in the Citrix administrator position?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if inside the video something is happening, if it is not working fine, which is not related to Citrix component, then sure, you can ask the user to share the relevant details for the particular application where they are facing the issue. But for Citrix related issue, you should not ask any question to them, like related to port number. So only you can ask how you are connecting, whether you are using Wi-Fi or LAN network. So what is the Citrix workspace version you are using? So those kind of basic things you can ask them. But
Mhm.
Citrix related port number you should not ask. So moreover, you can suppose generally you just we can discuss now for a connection failure. So one user is coming to you, they are saying that I'm unable to launch a VDA and it's keep getting disconnected or else it's keep disappearing after launching the Citrix application. Then
Mhm.
the basic steps, so you need to think whether it's happening for only particular user, multiple user. If it is only one user also, what you can do, you can go to the director under user connection failure, you can see some errors. So 50% of issue you can fix it by seeing the user connection failures tab in the director.
Right, right.
It will show some reason, so why the session is getting failure. So might be some issue with the machines VDA, or else some issue with the base machine, or else the network connection timeout. So basic information you will get it from the director itself. So first of all, you need to understand, so what are the components are available in Citrix, why we need to use, what is the purpose of those tools. If you have clear understanding about those tools, then you will not waste time to find out the issue. Okay, so directly you will go to the specific tool and then you will look for some logs over there, and then based on the logs you will take action to fix that issue. So first
Yes.
of all, you need to understand all the components. What is the purpose of those components?
Okay.
Clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Without having clear understanding about each and every component, it's very difficult for you to troubleshoot. Also, people will think that this guy is very dumb. He don't know anything in Citrix. He is asking basic silly question to us. He is unable to isolate where could be the issue. So you should not give this kind of chance to others to think something bad about you.
Yeah.
You understood, right? What I'm trying to say.
Yes, yes, yes.
So generally we tell, right, first impression is the best impression.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yes.
you need to follow that one. Also tomorrow, what you guys can do, you just check you have access to your any delivery controller. Both are using only cloud environment or on-prem also you guys have.
On-prem also we have.
Okay, just check tomorrow what kind of services are available in the delivery controller. Just read those service details and what is the use of that particular service. You just have some idea on those. So it will help you in the troubleshooting part.
In the delivery controller,
Yeah, in
right?
delivery controller, we used to have some services, right? So
Okay,
just read
Mm.
something about that particular service, so why we need to have that service, what it will do.
okay,
Okay.
And then if you're not understanding something, then you can ask me, we will discuss.
sure.
Mm. Okay.
When we started, I don't know when it will get disconnected. When we started this meeting, exactly 11 o'clock, huh?
11 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe 5 minutes more.
Mm. So can you rejoin now?
sure, sure.
Hmm? Yeah, now we got the pop-up. Okay, let it wait for, let me create, okay, I will close this meeting. You can rejoin now. Yeah, what about that guy, man? Anil, he also asked, right? But later, what he said?
He didn't say anything.
Okay, let him decide.
Yeah,
So how many years of experience do you have?
in Citrix.
Generally, I'm asking.
Okay, generally I have like I was in a service desk
Okay,
earlier,
okay,
and service desk and access management.
okay,
So all total I have like 7 years.
okay. Overall 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joins.
Okay, okay, thanks. So what kind of okay, this is your first Citrix project or how come?
Yeah, yeah. This is my first Citrix project,
Okay, okay.
and the way HCL hired is like I was in the Office 365,
Mm-hmm.
And the game access management, both
Mm-hmm.
project I was working,
KMX in the
and
sense
then
only Active Directory related things, right?
Active Directory, then providing access,
Correct.
everything, rest of the things,
Okay.
like DG group access and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then after that, they told me, my manager told me that don't waste time over here. You better go in the cloud, and I'll promote you to the cloud.
Okay,
Then,
so how long you
yeah,
are staying in HCL?
it's like more like 8 years.
Oh, you started your journey with HCL itself.
Yes, it's.
You're not switched to any other company.
I was in the previous company, like it was a small technical company, just to get exposure,
But last
technical
7
exposure.
years you are in HCL only.
HL, yeah.
Okay. So compare with you and then Rahul, is there is any other person technically good in your team?
There are two people are there, only two I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Not that extreme level, kind of. Even then, it sometimes they need help from the on-site, but somehow they manage it. So yesterday, the issue that guy only he told me that I told you, right, this VDI server is not coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave me that URL, not to URL command to go to the administrator Citrix, CMD administrator, and then run the file.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the server came up.
Okay.
Only Robin is there. I can tell that she was
Mm-hmm. Okay.
only Robin as the one who was a kind of a sounds technically good. Then after that, those two guys, then no more.
Okay. Okay. So, if there is any other doubt, we can discuss. Okay. So, we discussed about these things, right? Citrix license types. So, what is user based, and then what is device based, and what is concurrent. We'll discuss that one now. Okay. So, Citrix license type, user, device, concurrent. Now, we are going to discuss about user. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, but cannot see the screen.
Oh, sorry. You should tell, right?
No, I thought like
Okay. So now you can see, right? You can see, right?
yes, yes.
Ramalakshmi? Ramalakshmi?
She's on mute.
Okay.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm audible, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
Sorry, I was in my.
Okay, okay, fine. Then let me tell you. So, for example, so we have three devices. Okay, now we are going to discuss about user-based license. Okay, now you can see, right? This is license server. This is end user machine. Okay, this is three machines you can consider. So, user one. So, when the user, so now we are going to discuss only user-based license. So what it will do, so right, generally whenever you are launching the session from the Citrix, it will consume the license, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so if it is user based license, user, now he connected his Citrix application or desktop from this device. Okay, again what he did, simply he went to other machine. Again he logged into this machine. He connected to some other Citrix application. So again user went to other machine. He connected to some other application. So right now user connected from how many device?
Three.
Three. But the username?
Same.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, if you are using the user-based license, so it will consider only the user ID, not the device. So if you are using user-based license, the particular user one can connect from n number of device. So it will consume only one license for the particular user.
okay.
Got it?
Got it. Got it.
So one user, if you are using the user-based license, The same user account can connect from n number of device. It will consume only one license.
Okay.
One minute. So now you are clear about user-based license.
Mhm.
Okay, now this is license server. You have
Okay.
only one device. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about device-based license. Okay, here one user multi-device. Okay, here one device multi-user. So here user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4. For example, if you are using device-based license, so n number of user connect to their virtual apps and desktop from this particular device. If they connect, if they connect from this device, it will consume only one license. Clearer?
And yeah, and they have to log into only this device only.
Correct. So why you need to go with this option? For example, in your company, all the employee, for example, you need to think based on your requirement. You need to go with the specific license type. Let me tell you. You have 15 user. Okay, you have 15 user. You have 5 machine in the office. So you are having 3 shift. So each shift 5 people will connect. You have only 5 device. So if you purchase, if you go with the user based license, so how many license you need to buy?
Like 15.
15. Suppose, but at the same time only 5 user will connect. So it means always you will consume only 5 license at a time,
5 plus at
each
a
shift.
time.
So if you go with user based option, then why you are wasting 10 license additionally? This is one thing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then one more, if you have 5 device, if you purchase only 5 license, so it will be used for 15 user, because all the user will use the same device only always, 5 device.
Yes.
Mm.
This is one concept. So if we have shift kind of thing, so if that is based on your requirement and your working style, you need to choose the license. This is clear, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you have dedicated shift and dedicated shift people. So we have morning shift, noon shift, night shift. So each shift only will have 5 user. It means you can go with a device. Sorry, user.
Okay.
Sorry, device. Sorry, device. Okay, because always that 5 device only used for 15 user. Suppose if you have
15
n
years.
number of device, okay, but user will connect from any device, because you can't keep same device for all the time. Maybe that device will get some issue, so you can't have the same device. So you have n number of device, so user will connect from any device. So it means you need to go with the user based license. You are getting cleared or getting confused?
No, no. Confused.
See, for example, in office you have 100 system, so you have 10 people, so they used to connect from any device.
Okay.
In this case, if you purchase a device based license, you have 100 machine, you need to buy 100 license.
Mm.
Okay,
Yes.
for
Mm.
example, you have only 10 user, but you have a number of system, means you can go with user based license. So user can connect from any device, it will consume only user based license.
Okay.
See, user based means one user license multi device. The same user can
Mm.
connect from n number of device.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
When
That
you
one.
are going for the device based license, one device n number of user can connect from the same device.
but
Mm.
it should be available for other people.
Yes, so that is depends on your requirement.
Yes, yes.
So you need to
Yes.
decide. So how your users going to access their virtual apps and desktop, that you need to decide. So these are the
Mm.
availability. You need to choose anyone. Then one more we have concurrent.
Concurrent.
So concurrent is nothing. Sorry. So concurrent is nothing but it's a license pool. For example, you have 10 license. Okay. So it's based on first come first out kind of things. Okay. So it won't consider device or else this one
User.
users. So it will consider only
Mm.
session. So let me
Okay.
reboot. The second server is done. So we need to reboot and then again we need to resume the installation in primary controller. So let it reboot. Okay, so each and every session it will consume one license. For example, in which scenario we can go with concurrent license. So you have uh, 30 people in your office. Okay, how many?
Mm. That.
30.
30 people. But each shift 10 people will connect. So you have three shift. So in this case, you can buy 10 session 10 license and then 10 user can connect up to that. Suppose while launching the session only, the license will be allocated to the user. Once user logged up, again that license will be available in the license pool.
Okay.
So you see, total you have 10 license, so it will not allocated to dedicated device or dedicated person.
Get a VS.
Once they launch,
Okay.
the license will be allocated. Again, once the user logged off, again it will go back. But in user and device base, once the license allocated to user, you have to forcefully release. Otherwise, the license lease period will be 90 days. So up to 90 days, that license will be assigned to this particular user. Whether user is logging in or logging or not, it will
Not
not consider.
installed.
Once it's assigned, it will keep it for the license to the particular user up to 90 days. Then
Hmm.
it's
Okay.
waste, right? Because today user connected, but
Yeah.
after 2 days he is not connecting for 1 month or 2 months, but still that license consider as a used one.
That use.
But in
Mm.
concurrent, அங்க இருக்காங்க பாருங்க. Once logged off, it will be available to the license pool.
So, Shiva, so there's a question.
Mm.
So I have seen, like, one of many of them, like when users are launching the session, first thing it comes, there is license server is not available. It will 16, what, after 60 minutes, it will get disconnect, something like that
See,
message.
that is for RDS. So that is for remote desktop. That is not related to Citrix.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
when
okay.
you are launching the application or server desktop, which you published from the Windows Server operating system. So Windows Server operating system should have communication with the remote desktop service license server. So see, by default, Windows will allow only one session to the end server. If you want to connect a multiple session to the same machine, then you need to buy RDS license server. So based on that license, it will allow the end user to connect to the particular Windows server. If there is no RDS license, then it will throw the error message.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes, yes.
If it
So,
is Windows 10 or Windows 11, then you no need to have the RDS license server. But if it is Windows server and if you want a multiple user to connect to the same machine, then you should have this RDS license server. If you don't have, then you will get the pop-up. So after 60 minutes, your session will be logged off kind of things. Because you
mm,
don't have RDS license.
okay.
So in Microsoft perspective, that is called CAL license, client access license. Someone is trying to access the Windows server remotely, then they should have the RDS license. Got it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So any other doubt? So now you are clear with what is Citrix license type, why we need to choose the specific one based on our requirement.
So most of the companies they will be using the concurrent one, not those two.
See, when the people will go to concurrent, majority people will go for This ZNAP application also based on the requirement. So they don't want to keep the license to specific device or specific user. So based
Mm-hmm.
on that availability, end user can access their virtual apps or desktop mean they will go to the concurrent. So this information will be designed by architect team. So
Okay.
they will analyze the infra and the customer requirement. So how they will work, whether the shift basis or always the end user will connect. See, if the end user will connect anytime means if you are go with concurrent, it won't help you. Then you need to go with the user device, user based license, because you don't know when the user will connect. So the user can log in any time in 24 hours. It means if you go with the device based license, the device will be available on only office means if user want to access from home, then it won't work out for you. The only option always user will connect from the office the specific device, then you can go with the device based license.
Device.
The scenario, suppose if the user will connect from office device or personal device or any device, if you go with device based license, it won't help you, correct?
Yeah.
You need to go
Yeah.
with the user based license. But suppose user, so always the per shift only 30 people only will connect, so other 60 people they won't connect means you can go with the concurrent, because there is no need of connecting from home for any emergency, because I need only 30 people to be connected at the same time. Anyway, I have three shift, so other shift people will come once the current shift people will leave means, then you can go with concurrent, because you no need of connecting additionally at the same time, right? Your need is only 30 people need to be connected. For example, consider service desk. So always in the shift 30 service desk people should be there means, so every shift 30 people will come, right? So you can go with the concurrent license, because once user log off, that license will be back to the
Available.
license pool again, the next user can connect the apps. So like that you need to decide. So this thing, this consideration and all comes under the architect plan and design plan.
Okay, okay, okay. So in a company, they can use both, like because I have seen that most of the nurses, because my company is handling with the nurses, right? So they will go to one room, they will open the apps, and again suddenly they will go to
See,
another
if
room
you
number
want to
six.
see
They'll
what
open the
kind
apps.
of license you have, what
Mm-hmm.
you can do, you can go to your cloud console.
Right now, it's not there.
Okay, so
Okay, I'll
let me
check.
tell
Yeah.
you, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know whether you have option or not. I think Robin told me one time he don't have access for that visibility. So
Okay.
there should be a licensing tab in your DAS console. If we go to there and then if
Ah,
we
check.
expand that, under that
Okay.
you can see the type, what kind of type of license you have purchased.
Okay, okay, okay. In the license, in the cloud console, we have a licensing tab. Yes, correct.
No,
So if
not
we
in the DAS console. Separately
uh
license.
server
No, no, no. License tab will be there in cloud portal.
cloud portal. Okay.
I will send you the. Okay, so now you can see this console, right? This server we are going to use it as a secondary. So we should not touch anything for now. So once we create the site, then only we are going to add this server to the existing site. So for that you need to use this option, second option. Connect this delivery controller to an existing site. So we'll wait to complete this installation because we are installing the SQL server, right? That's why it's taking much time compared with other servers. So any other doubt for discussion?
Yeah, yeah. Just I wanted to see like because I have seen that they are going this room, that room, and they're opening the application. Maybe they're using. So I my question was like whether they can use both at the same time, like even
Mm-mm.
concurrent and.
No, 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 not possible.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Not possible.
Because there is no places to specify which
Okay,
type of license they will use. I think it's there, I guess, from delivery group level you can set, I think, in the latest option. I will confirm you. While creating the
okay,
delivery group, it will ask you what kind of license you are going to use for this particular delivery group. So you can specify the license allocation in the delivery group, and I guess I will confirm you today. I will check.
okay, okay. Yeah, just my question is like whether
No, yeah,
if
because that is depends. You can have n number of license type. For example, you can have some quantity, 100 quantity for user-based license, under quantity for device-based license, under quantity for concurrent license. So in this case, if you have three type of license in the single site, while creating the delivery group, I think you can specify. So whether you are going to use concurrent license type for this particular delivery group, device based. I think I saw somewhere, but I don't remember exactly. But anyway, tomorrow I will confirm you.
sure, sure, sure. Yeah.
Ramalakshmi, you have any question to discuss?
No, sir, I'm confusing, but I
What
need
is
to watch
no no?
these
What is your
videos
confusion?
too.
What is your confusion?
No, no, it's okay, but
Uh,
I don't have any doubt, but
okay, so it's taking
just
time to understand, right?
yeah. So I need to watch again these videos.
Okay, better you please watch it so that you will
Mm.
have a doubt. Otherwise, if you are not
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
that videos again, then it's difficult for you to understand each and every components.
Yes.
You need to put additional efforts. You need to read something about the delivery controller storefront in internet. While reading
Yes.
those document or any definition over there, if you have any doubt,
Mm.
you just note down that doubt and then you can ask me. I will explain to you
Ah,
so that you will get clarified.
yeah, yes.
See, earlier and all I took some classes, but I never went very slow, like each and every component.
Okay.
So Ramalakshmi, in your team, everyone knows Citrix very well, or like you only, other people also?
So, before that, my project ramped down. No, now new team.
Okay,
This project also going to expire. So, last 3 months, no work.
okay,
It's a shadowing only.
okay,
So, I don't know these project people. Mumbai people all are.
okay,
No
okay,
one Tamil.
okay,
So, I don't know here.
okay.
Lucky people, 3 months, something like that.
3 months. Yeah, December it's going to be end.
Which company?
Capgemini.
Oh, Capgemini. Okay.
This project is going to TCS.
Okay,
Oh, TCS is like, they are involving every places.
correct. Hey, even I was there in HL for 8 months.
HCL.
Yeah, yes, Jeffries Circle.
Oh, okay, okay. Which project?
Jeffries,
Jeffries.
yes,
Jeffries. Okay. Okay. Now you are in this one.
cognizant.
Which? Oh, Cognizant. Cognizant, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah, we have Bangalore also. We have so many Cognizant.
Which one?
Cognizant.
Yeah,
There
yeah, I
are
used to
two or
come
three.
for client visit, Monyata.
Oh, okay, okay. Manyata Tech Park. Oh, okay. So Ramalakshmi, you'll be moving to TCS now, or what is that?
No, no, no. Benjamin, how they
Oh,
will take?
okay, okay. Bench only. Okay.
But you don't want to go to Bangalore and all, Ramalakshmi?
No, I will go.
You'll go,
Hmm.
okay.
Every day I'm getting call interview calls, but notice period 90
Okay,
days. No, they cut
okay,
the
okay,
call.
fine. Because we have opening, but like PA level only we're looking who is having lesser experience. But not sure these people will allow or not for 3 month notice period.
That's the problem, sir.
Mm.
Yesterday also I got the call.
I got one call,
Notice
right?
period.
No, you said right when the project is going to ramp down.
Yeah. Anyways, it's going to ramp down then.
What
Why?
the use of keeping yourself in that project?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, I can. Let's
We
see.
can hear
Anyway,
you.
we need some people like junior people only who is having less than 3 years, 4 years. I will let you know.
December it's going to be end.
January.
December
December
end.
only, right? December means only 1.5 month, right?
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
I saw that shadowing.
No, no, what Shiva is telling that anyways it's going to ramp down. Why they are holding you
Mm.
that for 90 days? That is what he's
Okay, you
trying to
can
tell.
ask them like
I check
suppose
with
no,
HR.
okay, what they said.
Bench also 90 days notice period
See,
they
if you
said.
are in bench, they are not going to simply pay. At least right now you are in the account, so whether you are doing anything or not, but they need to show the head count so that they will get paid. But when you
Uh,
are in bench, so that time company need to pay. But now client will pay for you based on the head count. So that's why they will keep you till that end of that project tenure. But
I'm
once you
100
yeah, once you move to the bench, then there is
bench.
no need of keeping yourself
They'll
in that
kick you
bench.
out.
Ah,
May month, my previous project, then no, that time June I got one interview call. So I connect with HR. They said 90 days only again. Bench time also.
Ayyo.
no, no,
HCL,
because see, why, Subrata, because these guys are junior resource. They will not pay much.
uh,
If they leave them
Yeah, yeah, less
outside,
salary.
then yeah, so they will not get this kind of resource again. For
yeah,
her replacement, they should pay like again 8 lakhs or 10 lakhs more than that. So better instead of sending out, if I leave, then only you will go out, right? If I'm not sending you out, then you will not get job for the 6 months, 3 months notice period. So then
Yeah, yeah.
you don't have any other option to apart from staying back there.
you hold it the main route now.
Uh,
Okay, yes, 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 correct. For Robin and all, for us, it's like when we have put, actually they have I have put down my paper,
mhm,
and it's not like that I didn't put down one. They have retained me.
mhm,
They have retained me. I put down my paper, and no one was working efficiently. So
mhm,
that's when they thought, let this guy retain.
mhm.
We will adjust whatever the company offered. So
Okay.
that is why I got retained.
Okay, that's why.
Otherwise, I
See,
would
if
have.
you are getting something what you are getting in outside, then it's a good to stay back. If you are
Yeah,
having good technical learning, and then if you are settled down in the current project, why anyway, whatever you are getting outside, you are getting the same in your current project. Then what is the use of moving back? If nothing is
yeah,
there, there is no learning. If you are not having good rapport with the team, then you can go out. But everything is fine. Additionally, if you are getting the same package here, the better to stay back.
yeah, yeah. Correct
Okay,
only.
so now, so installation has been completed. So this is the first server. I am going to create the site. So the first option I need to select here. So I'm going to keep India, the site
Site.
name. You can keep based on your requirement. For example, if you are creating the site in London, people used to call London or else it's a prod or DR. That is based on our requirement. What is the purpose you are creating this site? So you just keep the relevant name over here. So just I'm keeping India. So database. So right now we have installed the SQL role on this local server. So that's why it's took local host and then the DB server is SQL Express. Suppose if we have SQL server in other server, you need to replace the server name here under localhost. So localhost is nothing but the local server. So this DDC1.
Mm.
So this is the by default this one DB name. If you want, you can change the DB name based on your requirement. But I'm going with the default. Okay. So click next. So it will create 3 DB under this server. We'll see it. So this is clear, right? This is the
Mm.
database creation section.
Yeah,
Okay.
clear.
So now the next section it will ask you to enter the license server. Okay, so since I told you if it is local server it will mention by it will take by default localhost. So by using the 27000 port number you need to connect. So license server communication we need to use 27777. So right now
Two
we don't,
seven
yeah, right now we don't have any official license. So if we have, you need to upload here. but since we don't have any license for it, so we need to go with 30 days trial only. So brother,
Okay.
so click next. So these are the information: site name India, so site database Citrix India site, so monitoring database DB name Citrix India monitoring, so logging database Citrix India logging. So we don't have any high availability for the SQL server, so it's a standalone license, the SQL server. So delivery controller name and then license server address. Okay, this is clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clear.
Now click finish. So it will create the site. If you want to see the database, so already database we installed. For to connect the database also, you need to install the SQL Studio Management Console. So I'm installing now. So once the site created, I will show you the three database in the license server. Sorry, DB server. So this console I am using. Why I am installing to connect to the DB server so that I can show you the DB. The 3 DB is getting created now, right, as part of the site creation. So now it's creating India site database, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like
Mm.
that, it will create three database. I will show you where it's getting created. So you need to know something about DB also. I will show you how to back up the Citrix site database, how to restore if there is any issue. That we will do. So till now, is there is any doubt, Subrata?
Mm.
No,
Yeah,
that's fine.
No.
okay. Better note down. You just
Yeah,
watch this video again. You just listen whatever we discussed. If something you are not able to understand, just note down your doubt. Tomorrow we will discuss.
mm, okay.
Yeah, again, I'm telling you, if you are not able to understand or if you don't want to continue also, we can drop this one. I don't have any issue, man.
No, no. We, no, 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 no.
No, no,
I
some people
understand.
and all starting the first class itself, they will ask for the payment. So why he did not ask you? Okay, let it go for the 3 to 4 days class. If you really want to have this session to be continued, then you can let me know. So we will continue. Otherwise, if you stop now also, I don't have any issue. I will not ask anything.
Continue, sir.
Okay.
Continue, sir. We need to grow.
That's what, because I
Yes.
always I used to continue the class based on you guys response only, whether really you are learning something or else if you are not getting understand, if you are not able to understand by the way I'm explaining to you guys, so I need that comment as well. Suppose so if it's difficult to understand for you, then I need to change the way of teaching, right?
Mm,
Yes.
yes. 3 years I am working, sir, but still I don't know anything basic level. Now only I understand.
Yeah, that's what you need to give additional efforts to learn each and
Yeah.
everything. Otherwise, it's difficult to see. Getting job is not a matter. Suppose if you have lesser
Mm,
notice period, if you have some basic idea, then people will get hired you. But end of the day, when you
yeah,
are
yeah.
sitting in the P1 or some important issue troubleshooting, then you will be like feel alone,
Suffer.
uncomfortable
Yeah, yeah.
situation. Correct,
Correct, correct.
Subrada. You might
Yes.
faced many times, right?
Yes, yes, many times. I was like, client used to ask, is it related? Is it something like the storefront or something? I will be like confused. Oh my goodness, why is asking me this question?
Okay. So
I
again,
can
mm,
I can just troubleshoot. I
mm,
can troubleshoot, but if we ask any technical questions like that, I'll be stuck
okay,
because I have no idea.
okay, fine. Then again, that uh, meeting will be closed. I will share new one. So anyway, it won't take more than 10 minutes. So we will add the secondary server and then we'll close today's session. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
So now it's getting created. Okay. Okay. I will disconnect. You just join back.
Okay.
Anyone back? இங்கனேண்ணா நீ அங்கேயே உட்காந்து விளையாடிட்டு நான் வரேன். இல்லை இல்லை நான் அந்த அங்கிளுக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன், முடிச்சிட்டு நான் வரேன். அங்கிள்கிட்ட சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன், பேசிட்டு வரேன். ம், அப்புறம் பேசு. ம், ஓகேம்மா. ஸோ சுப்ரதா, யூ ஆர் பேக் ரைட்? வச்சுட்டு போனேன் நான். Hey Subrata, are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, I
Okay.
can.
Let Ramalakshmi join.
Siva sir, you told right just now that you need to understand the components. When you understand the components, you will be able to fix every issue. So
Correct.
when you say the components, is it related to the only particular like in the delivery controller? What are the services? Is it mean the services, or you are telling about the Active Directory,
Yes,
Citrix?
see, for example, if the machine is not getting IP, so what are the things? So which is relevant to IP assignment? So who will take that IP? So suppose one machine is not getting the IP, so who will
Mhm.
provide the IP?
Generally will refer to the network team, but I need to
Network
check
team
in
and then
the.
DSCP, right? So you need to go one by one. Issue could be like VM VLAN level or network card. If VLAN network card everything is fine, then you need to check with the DSCP whether the IP is available or not.
Okay.
That is depends. I provided a
Mhm.
link to this lady, right? Okay, sorry,
Yeah,
I forgot to enter.
but I got it.
No, no, you
Oh,
both
okay,
are
okay.
in
See,
different.
different. Okay.
I thought she will join, but I forgot to send that list. Sorry, link.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell Ragul now
Hmm.
to add it. It will be a problem
Otherwise, I will create
to
one
see.
more group and then I will add you guys. No problem.
Okay.
So now you can see, right? It's got created site.
Hmm.
So site name India, controller, and then version, then three database. Ramal,
Join.
okay. So Ramalakshmi, now the site creation has been completed. So you can see, right? So this is India site, and then we have right now one controller and then three database.
Is
Okay, now you can
login.
add the controller here. So like that you can do, or else you can do from here also. Connect this controller to the existing site. So either you can do this way or this way.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it from here. So you need to add the primary controller address DC1. So where you configure the Citrix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So Citrix, yes, okay, click enter. So it will ask you, would you like to add the server into SQL server? 1 minute. So let it add. So I will show you now the database under SQL Server. So now I installed this one, right?
Yes.
It's getting added. Let it add. So by default, if you have locally installed SQL Server, by automatically the server will be taken. So just click connect. So this is SQL Server. You can see, right?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
If you click connect. So under database, you can see three database, correct?
Okay.
So Citrix India logging, Citrix India monitoring, India site.
Site. Okay.
If you want to take backup or restore, you need to do under management studio console. This is also called SQL management studio console, SQL server management studio console. Okay, here only you need to take backup. So generally people will use to tell, right, in IT infrastructure, before proceeding any activity, have you taken the backup of the server, sorry, DB backup.
Snapshot.
Uh-huh.
No, snapshot is VM. Backup for server also you can take backup, but this is DB backup. So DB backup,
Okay.
right click, task, and then they will take backup kind of things here. So we'll do,
Okay.
so how to back up the Citrix site database and then how to restore it.
Mm.
And one thing is that maybe we have created now. That's why there is a password for that. No one can access this,
No, no, no.
right?
See, that is depends whether you are going to see when you are
Is
using
it?
the same SQL
Hello.
server username while creating the DB, it won't ask you to enter the username
Uh,
and password. If the installation account is different, SQL server account is different, then it won't allow you to create the DB. You need to provide the database. While I'm connecting the DB, if I have different account for the
mhm.
installation, then it will pop up the SQL DB server communication username and password, which is having privilege to create the.
Because, yeah, because we have to call them every time,
Correct,
like
correct. So always,
database.
yeah, correct. Because for DB, they should have separate account. For installation, separate account due to the security concern. This is
Yeah.
test environment, so we are using same account which is having high privileges to install and configure. That's why it's not asking us to enter the
Yes. Yes.
username and password. Okay, that
Yeah.
we'll discuss. So now you can see, right, we have added successfully.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
now you can open Citrix Studio Console. This is site manager kind of things, additional console to open Citrix Studio. So here also it's added. Now we are checking the Citrix Studio console status. So till now, no doubt, right? So how to add the secondary controller, how to install the controller role, and how to create the site.
Not a.
Subrata, for you. So now you can see, right,
No.
completely the Citrix Studio.
Yes. Yes.
So under that controller, you can see two controller because we have two controller now.
Hmm.
Mm.
So site has been created. So tomorrow, what we will do, we will install the director and then storefront.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me stop.